Hello students, Namaste. Welcome to lesson 22nd of our course Hindi for Beginners. Let's start with the title as we always do. मैं ये कमल को देती हूँ. मैं ये कमल को देती हूँ. All right. Let's read again. मैं ये कमल को देती हूँ. I give this to Kamal. Now let's go to the explanation page and let's discuss the grammar behind it. The sentence is मैं ये कमल को देती हूँ. All right. This is our sentence. All right, so what do we notice the first thing here? The first thing is deti. Deti is to give. Deti, present simple conjugation. Now, because it is deti, we know that the person speaking this is a girl or a woman, a female, right? Because deti. Otherwise, for a guy, it would be deta. Tateti, present simple, alright? Now, ye. Ye is a pronoun. This, replacing a noun. That's what pronouns do. For the ease of understanding, for the ease of explanation, let's assume that we don't know what she's giving to Kamal. So let's assume that she's giving a book. So let's assume that the sentence is मैं ये किताब, I give this book to Kamal. All right, I give this book to Kamal. And the third thing is Kamal ko. This is also new for you. Ko is a postposition, means to Kamal. मैं ये किताब कमल को देती हूँ. Right? I give this book to Kamal. That's the English translation of I give this book to Kamal. All right. Now let's discuss this. First, let's discuss the English grammar, right, in this sentence. This book is an object. Then what it is? In English, we have a concept of indirect and direct objects. Now, I'm assuming that you already know a few basics of English grammar, but do not worry. I will explain this very briefly. Direct object is a noun or a pronoun, right? A noun or a pronoun that receives the action of the verb. Or it answers questions like what or whom. What she is giving to Kamal is giving a book. So the book is direct object. The action is giving. And what is she giving? Book. Action is applied on book. All right. Indirect object is a noun or pronoun that receives the direct object and it answers to whom or for whom, sorry. So To whom she is giving the book? She is giving the book to Kamal. So Kamal is indirect object here, right? Now 99.99%, or it is almost always the case that indirect object is a living entity, a living thing, either a person or an animal. All right? And direct object can be both non-living and living. Non-living, table, book; living, person or an animal. All right? Now, in Hindi, the rule is, now pay attention, direct or indirect, if the object is living, then it will be followed by ko. Direct or indirect, if the object is living, then it will be followed by ko, and non-living will not be followed by ko. That's the rule. All right? Now, non-living thing can almost never be an indirect object, and so just keep this in mind. Call him or call Ram, for example. I call Ram. मैं राम को फोन करता हूँ. Here, Ram is direct object and living. मैं राम को फोन करता हूँ. I watch TV. मैं टीवी देखता हूँ. I'm watching Ram or I'm looking at Ram. In Hindi, to see and to watch, both verbs are translated as देखना. मैं टीवी देखता हूँ and मैं राम को देख रहा हूँ. I'm watching or I'm looking at. मैं राम को, sorry, it should not be there. राम को देख रहा हूँ. I'm looking at Ram. Same verb, देखना. TV is non-living and Ram is living. That's why Ram is followed by ko. That's the rule. Now, let's go to the lesson and let's see what's happening in this lesson. So, let's start with the lesson story. Rita went to Neelam's for studies. In last lesson, we saw that Rita and her friends were planning a group study session and they had one yesterday. Rita went to Neelam's for studies and she forgot there a few things. She left behind a book, a pen and her phone. Now, in this lesson, we will see that Neelam is calling Rita to return her things. Now, let's see how the conversation goes. These are the 5 sentences. Let's read them together. I will read. Try to repeat after me. मेरे पास एक किताब है. क्या ये तुम्हारी है? A question. मेरे पास एक किताब है. क्या ये तुम्हारी है? नहीं, कमल की है. नहीं, कमल की है. क्या ये कमल को दे सकती हो? क्या ये कमल को दे सकती हो? और पेन क्या नीता को दे सकती हो? नहीं, कमल की है, क्या ये कमल को दे सकती हो? और पेन, क्या नीता को दे सकती हो? और फ़ोन, नाउ नीलम इज आस्किंग, और फ़ोन, वो तुम्हारा है ना? और फ़ोन, वो तुम्हारा है ना? हाँ हाँ, हाँ वो मेरा ही है। हाँ वो मेरा ही है। इज लाफिंग एंड सेइंग, हाँ वो मेरा ही है. Alright, now let's discuss these sentences. So let's start with the first one. मेरे पास, नीलम calls and she says, मेरे पास एक किताब है. क्या ये तुम्हारी है? I have a book. Is it yours? Alright, she's asking. Rita, I have a book. Is it yours? मेरे पास एक किताब है. मेरे पास I have. किताब is feminine, that's why तुम्हारी. Or a phone will be तुम्हारा. मेरे पास एक फ़ोन है. क्या ये तुम्हारा है? Is it yours? And Rita responds, नहीं. No. कमल की है. It is कमल्स. Right? क्या ये कमल को दे सकती हो? Can you give this to Kamal? Let's make more sentences like this. क्या तुम कमल को फ़ोन कर सकती हो? Can you call Kamal? क्या तुम कमल के साथ आ सकती हो? Can you come with Kamal? क्या तुम कमल के यहाँ जा सकती हो? Can you go to Kamal's place? क्या तुम कमल के लिए खाना बना सकती हो? Can you cook for Kamal? Right? Then the third sentence, again Rita, और पेन, क्या नीता को दे सकती हो? And pen, can you give to Nita, please? Okay. For book, she's asking Nilam to give to Kamal. And for pen, she's asking to give to Nita, their classmate. Alright? And phone, और phone, वो तुम्हारा है ना? तुम्हारा है ना? Now, seeing that two out of these three things do not belong to Rita, but she had these things and she forgot these three things at Neelam's place, Neelam's home. So she's saying in a funny way, and phone, that is yours, right? Na. When we put na in the end of a sentence, it means, isn't it? And phone, that is yours, isn't it? She's saying in a funny way. And the answer is, ah. He laughs. Aha. Ah. Yes. वो मेरा ही है. Yes, that's mine only. He is a particle meaning only. वो मेरा ही है. That's mine only. Alright? So these were the 5 sentences. Now let's discuss these 2 sections and then the translation section. Alright? So let's do first these 2 exercises. We have to make one sentence with each of these verbs. बोलना, तैयार करना, then गाना, and then सुनना, फेल होना, वापस आना, फेल होना, वापस आना. बोलना, क्या तुम अंग्रेजी बोलती हो? यू स्पीक इंग्लिश। क्या तुम खाना तैयार कर रही हो? आर यू प्रिपेयरिंग फूड? क्या तुम गाती हो? डू यू सिंग? क्या तुम गाने सुनती हो? डू यू लिसन टू द सॉन्ग्स? फेल होना, क्या तुम फेल होना चाहती हो? डू यू वांट टू फेल? क्या तुम वापस आ सकती हो? कैन यू कम बैक? वापस आना, टू कम बैक। ऑलराइट, तैयार करना। नाउ दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग। तैयार करना, वी मेड अ सिंपल सेंटेंस नाउ, बट लेट्स सी। मैं खाना तैयार कर रहा हूँ। मैं खाना तैयार कर रहा हूँ। आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फूड। मैं खाना तैयार कर रहा हूँ। ख ख ख विथ आ, खा। न विथ आ, ना, खाना। मैं खाना तैयार कर रहा हूँ। मैं बच्चे को तैयार कर रहा हूँ। आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग द किड। लिविंग a person, so we use a को। बच्चा, child or a kid with को। First position oblique case, बच्चा becomes बच्चे, बच्चे को। मैं बच्चे को तैयार कर रहा हूँ। ऑलराइट, देन गाना। क्या तुम गाती हो? क्या तुम गा सकती हो? कैन यू सिंग? क्या तुम गाना चाहती हो? डू यू वांट टू सिंग? ऑलराइट, now we are making little complicated sentences. Alright, सुनना। सुनना, alright, सुनना। क्या तुम सुन सकती हो? क्या तुम सुन सकती हो? कैन यू हियर? क्या तुम सुनना चाहती हो? यू वांट टू लिसन। राइट, फेल होना। आई कांट फेल। मैं फेल नहीं हो सकती। आई कांट फेल। वापस आना। क्या तुम वापस आ सकती हो? चाहना, इट विल बी क्या तुम वापस आना चाहती हो? You want to come back? All right. So these were the sentences we made with these verbs. Here we have to identify direct and indirect objects. मैं सुबह से राम को फ़ोन कर रही हूँ। फ़ोन करना, calling. I'm calling Ram. Ram is direct object. वो आजकल नीता को गाना नहीं सिखाती। गाना, song, music, singing. All right. What she does not teach? Music. Anymore? Nita. Who? Indirect object. To whom? She does not teach? Nita. नीता कमल को पाठ नंबर 3 समझा रही है. नीता is explaining lesson number 3 to Kamal. What she is explaining? Lesson number 3, direct object. To whom? Kamal. Direct object. Alright? Now, let's discuss the observe section. For that, I have put them separately here. Let's read these sentences. I will just read them, alright? नीता कमल को फ़ोन करना चाहती है. नीता कमल को फ़ोन करना चाहती है. पापा नीता को हिंदी लिखना सिखा रहे हैं. पापा नीता को हिंदी लिखना सिखा रहे हैं. I'm just reading them. Try to translate them on your own. क्या तुम राम को समझा सकते हो? Can you? No. I'll not give the translation. क्या तुम राम को समझा सकते हो? Teacher's habit. क्या तुम राम को समझा सकते हो? फोर्थ वन, वो राजू को एक सवाल पूछ रहा है. वो राजू को एक सवाल पूछ रहा है. क्वेश्चन. समझाना, explain. लिखना, to read. Right? Now translate these sentences on your own, and you can take help of translation section. That's all for this lesson. I'll see you in the next. Bye. Let's discuss